So recently we hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I want to say thank you very much. I've asked you to leave your questions below and I'll randomly select a few to answer them for the next video. So let's begin. All right, so I get this question a lot. Panunu, what is your nationality? Because it looks like you're a Filipino. What's your ethnicity? Are you Pinoy? The answer is yes. I am Filipino or Pinoy. Both of my parents were born and raised in the Philippines. So I was born here in the United States. So if you're wondering if I understand Tagalog, just a little. What would you do for a living if streaming and YouTube didn't work out for you? Maybe something in the gaming industry, like support. I always love talking to people and helping them out. So maybe something in that position. Do you have a girlfriend? I do not. Hopefully one day in the future. How did you come to League and what game did you play before League? Let me remember. The previous games I played was like Neopets from my dad's laptop because I didn't have a computer yet. Or I think I had a computer, but it wasn't powerful enough to run browser games. I played Neopet and then I got my own laptop or PC and I started playing RuneScape. Man, I was so addicted to RuneScape. Then later on, I heard a couple of friends play World of Warcraft. So I played WoW when I think Burning Crusade just released, or maybe a little bit after it released. Then when I went to meet my cousins, they started to play a game called Dota, Defense of the Ancients, or was it called Dota All-Stars? And it looked really cool, and I like the gimmick where, you know, you have your own team and you have to like farm up and kill other people for gold and kill their base, which looked really cool. And once the game ended, everything would reset. You know, you jump into another game and rinse and repeat. So it looked really cool, and they, I played it on their PC and I loved it. I got it for myself. When I went home, I just had to get it. So I played that for the longest time. I maybe played it for 1 or 2 years. And during a game of Dota, someone typed in chat, "Hey guys, have you ever heard of the game called League of Legends? It's like Dota, but better," right? And I was like, "Oh, wow, really?" So I looked at the site and, it was free to play. You just download, and once I, played League, I never went back to Dota. It was just really hard finding Dota servers because I didn't just use battle.net back then. We used something called, I think, Garena to find other servers, and it was really hard. And I sucked at Dota, and everybody else were like pros already. And the ping was ridiculous. Sometimes I would be playing at 90 ping, and there were moments where I select the server where I'm playing at 300 ping. Hey Panunu, I just want to say that I am a big fan of your Gragas and an even bigger fan of that smile. My question would have to be, how'd you come up with the name Panunu? And if you could change it to any other name, what would you change it to? I don't think I would change it to anything. I think it's pretty unique. When I was younger, my friend and I, we were just blabbering different words, and Panunu just came up into my head. And I just kept repeating it over and over. Panunu, Panunu, Panunu. And I was like, I like this name. Panunu. I think it's a pretty cool name. And no, it did not come from the champion Nunu, and no, it did not come from a Panini. It was just random. Why did you start maining Gragas, and what was your main before him? How did you get into playing Gragas? Let's see, let's rewind time. I started playing League at the beginning of Season 1, right after beta just ended. And I mained, or let's just say I played Alistar top, before there was any meta. You could see like a Garen and a Shen bot lane. But during that time, I played a lot of Alistar, and then I played a lot of Mastery and Jax. Now, during that time, Mastery was played as an AP, and he could nuke a lot of people and heal for massive amounts of HP. But I would be playing 80 Mastery because, I just like swing my sword real fast. And also Jax. Jax was pretty amazing because of his dodge mechanic. His dodge, back then, it didn't seem broken. A lot of champions were broken, which made everything look balanced. So I enjoyed Jax a lot, and I enjoyed Master Yi. And then in season 2, I played a lot of Jace and Darius top. And then around season 3 is when I started playing Gragas a little bit more. I didn't see him as an OP character where he can just QR, DFG, one-shot anyone. I thought he was just pretty balanced because you had to deal with an AP Scion and an AP Master Yi, and they were pretty broken too at that point. But I thought Gragas was actually pretty balanced until later on as the meta developed. Ever since Gragas's AP ratios has been gutted, he became one of my mains into one of my like least played. I would play a lot of other characters as the seasons went on, such as like Azir, Victor, Ahri. One of my favorites were LeBlanc, even though her silence has been removed, because she was great at escaping and like outplaying a lot of people. But then at the end of season 5, I started getting tired of meta champions. So I got tired of playing LeBlanc mid, I got tired playing Orianna, you know, Victor, Azir, all those champions. And I told myself, I want to have fun playing League. What champion could I play that's not meta? Can be played in mid lane, but can't really be played mid lane at all. So I was thinking, what champion has a good AP ratio that could be played mid lane, but not a lot of people play? And I found out Gragas was the one. Gragas is very easy to learn. Any beginner can pick him up, but when it comes to combos or maximizing your damage, especially as a burster, it requires a lot of skill, and that's where I felt like I was having fun with League. After how many games did you realize that you want to be a Gragas one-trick pony? And do you like playing one champ a lot, or did you need to force yourself at some point to keep playing Gragas? I enjoyed Gragas the moment I pulled off a combo. It was amazing. You know, when you throw a Q there and then you ulti them into the Q, or you even body slam into the Q. It's just amazing. It's like, wow, that looks so cool, because it's not easy, you know? And just one game, just one or just a few games, I was like, oh my god, that's so amazing. You know, I want to main this guy. I want to practice him. I want to be the best Gragas. And yeah. But do you like playing one champ a lot, or do you need to force yourself at some point to keep playing Gragas? I didn't need to force myself. He's just a champion I enjoy. But there are times where you may feel tired, or I might feel, you know, like I want to push Gragas to the side and play other champions. That's why I do. In normal games, I don't touch Gragas, or like 98% of the time, I won't pick Gragas. I'll just play something else, because I'm not there to dominate in normal games. I'm there to have fun. Play something else. But when it comes to ranked games, usually Gragas is my most played, because he's the only one I can play at a high skill level compared to other champions. Hi Panunu, what would you do if Gragas would be completely reworked? Would you still play him? Now remember, I play Gragas because of the combos. I think he has a very unique kit compared to other champions. I don't think there's other champions who could throw something here, and then if they can land into here, literally it's a high reward, right? The biggest problem is that his kit requires his ultimate, and if you screw up the ultimate, well, you're done for another 50 to 100 seconds, right? If they reworked that and removed him from doing that and just made him like a boring tank champion, I don't think I would be playing him as much, and I don't think I would be playing rank that often. What would you like to do for your future videos? Will you play and upload other games? I play a lot of other games on stream, but as for now, as for YouTube content, maybe just stick to League. It may change in the future. I might do vlogs or IRL streaming. That sounds really cool. But where I'm at right now, I think League content is where I'll be sticking at. What advice would you give to someone who never played Gragas but wants to start doing it to a point when it becomes a main? Now there's two kinds of Gragas players, a tank and an AP. Now, if somebody is just completely new, I would say play him tank. If they want to play him AP, I would say still play him as a tank. Why? Is they need to learn his abilities and how to land them. Just a reminder that 3 of his abilities are skill shots. They're not that hard to land, but they're not that easy as well, especially when the target moves, especially when they know how to juke. When they get that, that kit memorized, then they can start progressing into AP. If they want to stick to tank, then they don't have to learn fancy combos. But if they want to go into those fancy combos and play him as an AP, they have to start learning damage. Damage first and then combos. Because if you don't know your damage, the moment you body slam in, just reminder, there's no way out. If your target's not dead and you miss everything, you'll be the one who's punished. One more thing, a lot of you have been asking for updated runes and builds for Gragas. I post them on my server, discord.gg/PanunuLOL, where we have a Gragas help channel, and on the pinned comments, you can see the updated runes and builds I currently use for Gragas. If you have any questions, not just me, but there are also other amazing Gragas players who are willing to help answer your questions. So I really do appreciate it. Anyways, this was my very first Q&A video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more future content. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch, where I'm streaming every day. See you in the next video!